Hello everyone. So in today's video we will complete the components of government budget. Earlier we studied about the two components which are revenue receipts and capital receipts. Today we will study about the expenditure, budget expenditure, and in that includes revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. So let's start. Now what is revenue expenditure? An expenditure which neither creates asset nor reduce liability. Okay, means government is spending money. Okay, money is getting out of the pocket of the government, but what is happening? Neither asset is being created. Okay, means what is the asset of government? The roads, railways, highways, train, hospitals, schools, etc. Okay, so neither when government is spending money, government is not spending money to create the asset first. Second thing, nor the liabilities are being reduced through that expenditure. So whenever these two things happen, that when the government is spending money but that money is not creating any asset and nor reducing the liability, then that expenditure will be counted in the revenue expenditure. So what are the examples of revenue expenditure? Salary of employees. Okay, when government gives the salary to the employees, so neither the liabilities are reducing and nor the assets are creating. Okay, the interest payment, the subsidies, pension, etc. So these are the expenditures which government incur, but neither the assets are created nor the liabilities are reduced. Okay, now next expenditure is capital expenditure. Okay, an expenditure which either create asset or reduce liability. Okay, this is the opposite of revenue expenditure. So government is spending money is getting out of the pocket of the government, but that money is creating the asset. Okay, or that money is reducing the liability. So whenever these two things happen, okay, then that expenditure will be called capital expenditure. Okay, now what are the examples? Expenditure on purchase of machinery, land, building. So machinery, land, building, these are the assets. Okay, if government purchases these assets, okay, if government is making the purchasing the land for building the metro station, okay, government is purchasing the coaches for metro, okay, or for the interstate railways. So these are the assets: metro, railways, land. These are the assets for the government. So government is spending money, and by spending that money, government is creating some asset. Okay, so that will be counted under the capital expenditure. Investment in shares are the assets. Loan to other states, by giving loan to other states, so other states will be termed as the assets, because in future money will be received from these states. Okay, loan to foreign government. So if the government is spending money and that money is either creating asset or reducing the liability, okay, then that money will be counted under the capital expenditure. Okay, repayment of loan. If government is repaying the loan, then what is happening? It is reducing the liability of the government. Okay, so these are the components of government budget. These are the four components: revenue receipt, capital receipt, revenue expenditure, and capital expenditure. Okay, in next topic we will study about the objectives of government budget.